Every industry has a rule of thumb, a shortcut that professionals use to quickly tell if something is working before they spend any time to even go deeper. Retirement has never really had that until now. I call it the BrainFlash Four. Four numbers, 2 on the income side, 2 on the expense side, and 1 subtraction that tells you absolutely everything. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to walk you through every one of those numbers. You'll do the check yourself right now with numbers that you already know. No spreadsheet, no financial advisor required. And at the end, you'll know something most people retiring this year never bothered to find out. Now, here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They plan the retirement around one number, how much they've saved. And they ignore the other side of the equation completely. Retirement isn't a savings problem. Retirement is a monthly cash flow problem. Every single month of your retirement, what happens? Money comes in and money goes out. The only question that matters is what comes in bigger than what goes out. If the answer is yes, you're fine. If the answer is no, well, you have a gap. And knowing which one you are right now is the most important thing you can do before you retire. That's what the BrainFlash 4 tells you. So let's run it. Number 1 is your Social Security estimate. Go head over to ssa.gov and create a free account. If you don't have one, your statement shows exactly what you'll receive. How much you'll get at 62, how much you'll get at your full retirement age, your FRA. For most of us right now, those of you watching, 67, and at age 70. Now, here's what most people miss. Every year you delay past 62, your benefit grows. From 62 to 70, that growth can be significant. So the number you use for this check matters enormously. For now, use whatever age you're planning to claim. Write it down. That's number 1 of the BrainFlash 4. Now, if you have a spouse, add their benefit too. We're building your total household income picture. Number 2 comes from your savings, 401ks, IRAs, brokerage accounts, any retirement account you plan to draw from. Add them all up, get a total. Now multiply that number by 4%. Now I know I'm going to get all kinds of comments. 4% is old, it's outdated, it should be 3, it should be 8. It's not the point. We're doing a rule of thumb here. Let's go with 4%. It's the amount many financial planners still use to illustrate how much you can safely withdraw every year without running out of money over a 30-year retirement. Divide that annual number by 12 and you have your monthly income from savings. If you have $200,000 saved, that's about $667 a month. If you have $500,000 saved, that's about $1,667 a month. Look, if you have $800,000 saved, that's about $2,667 a month. Whatever your number is, write it down. That's number 2. Now, add number 1 and number 2 together. That's your estimated monthly retirement income. Now, let's flip over to the expense side. And this is where most retirement plans quietly fall apart. Number 3 is your monthly living expenses. You know, groceries, utilities, insurance, transportation, healthcare, phone, subscriptions, whatever it takes to run your life every month, not counting debt. We're going to get to debt payments next. Now, I want to be honest with you about housing though. Housing is the single biggest variable in whether your retirement works or it doesn't. If your mortgage is paid off by the time you retire, your monthly expenses drop dramatically, and that can change absolutely everything. If you're still carrying a mortgage payment into retirement, or if you're renting and the rents keep on rising, your expense number is significantly higher and your check, it may not close. For this check, be honest about your housing reality. Not what you hope it will be, what it will actually be. Add up your living expenses as accurately as you can. Write it down. That's number 3. Now, number 4. This is the one most people avoid, they shy away from. What are your monthly debt payments, car payments, credit card minimums, personal loans, medical debt, any payment that goes out the door every month because you owe somebody else? Look, I'm not here to judge. The data is clear and shocking on this. Seniors over 70 are now the fastest growing group of borrowers in America. Debt in that age group is up by 36% in just the last 5 years. So if this number is real for you, look, you're not alone, but you've got to include it in this check because debt payments in retirement are expenses without any flexibility. You can cut groceries. You can't cut a car payment. Now, add numbers 3 and 4 together. This is your total monthly expense number. Now what do? You've got all 4 numbers, the BrainFlash Four, 2 on the income side, 2 on the expense side. Do one subtraction, income minus expenses. If that number is positive, guess what? Congratulations, your retirement works. You have a surplus. The math closes. If that number is close to 0, you're in the caution zone. One unexpected expense, a health issue, a car repair, right, a rent increase, and you're in trouble. If that number is negative, you've got a gap. Look, that's not some judgment. It's not a verdict. That's information, and information is what you work with. Every one of these outcomes has a path forward, but you can't find the path until you know where you stand. Now you do. The BrainFlash Four tells you whether the math closes. What it doesn't tell you is what to do about it. If you have a surplus, there are decisions to optimize. If you're in the caution zone, there are moves that can add some additional cushion to your budget. If you have a gap, there are specific strategies that close it, and some of them don't require saving $1 more. I've built something to help you go a little deeper. It's called the BrainFlash Retirement Reality Check. It's a free tool. It takes every line of the BrainFlash Four and expands it, so you know exactly what's working and exactly what isn't. Go over to brainflash.com, drop your email in. It comes straight to your inbox. Look, and if you want to keep going, video 2 of the Retirement Reality Check series, going to walk you through that tool line by line, every number, every box, every decision point. Look, if this video gave you a little clarity, would you consider subscribing? And more importantly, would you share this with someone who needs to run this check? I guarantee there are people in your life right now planning a retirement they've never actually verified. This is the video that can change that. This is BrainFlash.